spread your toes. Find that foot to earth connection as you draw energy up from the arches. And then I always say a little goes a long way. And so especially today as we work towards pyramid posture, finding this awareness of the energetic body as well as kind of our foundations and our alignment, right? The action. So all that to say, see if you can lift the pretty center channel, maybe find a big lift through the front body, whatever that means to you, just explore it, just practice. And then a grounding through the back body. Again, a lift through the front body, whatever that means to you, and a grounding through the back body. And as you play with this, just noticing of energy and this awareness of energy, notice if that shifts your breath at all. Maybe you take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Maybe take one hand to the front and one hand to the back. Just kind of guide this lift up through the heart of the chest, this grounding through the shoulder blades and the tail. Cool. Then draw the hands to the waistline here. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Relax your shoulders. And warming up the side body here for intense side body stretch. That's the translation of Uttanasana. We're going to lift the left fingertips up and over. Stay connected in your feet here. Shoulders relaxing down as you start to stretch out through the side. So yogi's choice here. You can find gentle movement here, gentle pulses. You can find stillness and use the power of the breath to support you. See if you can find a little containment in the front body here, so not just filling out, but finding that almost zippering up of the front. I like that image. This drawing in of the lower ribs, engaging the upper abdominals. Remember, the neck is an extension of the spine here, also really important in our posture today. So just notice what's going on in the head, the neck. Take one more deep breath and big side body stretch. And exhale, come back to center, and we'll take it to the other side. Standing up nice and tall, feeling your feet, creating a full body experience here as we explore our practice today. Right fingertips are going to reach all the way up and over. So we warm up the body here, reminding the mind to just focus on the sensations rather than on kind of hitting your back. It's the beauty of the foundations of yoga series too. You just kind of take some time to explore. Again, paying attention to the sensation in the lower ribs, the upper abs. Just noticing if you're kind of splaying out here. Can you draw that energy in to support the back, the spine? And remember, your neck is a nice long extension up the spine. Take one more inhale here. And exhale all the way down. Awesome. We're going to bring the feet together. And bend the knees. Inhale, reach for the sky. And exhale, forward fold with the knees bent. So just warming up the hamstrings so we can work in our posture today. Stretching through the back body. Again, no need to straighten the knees here. Keep them bent. And then allow the head to hang over. Awareness in the shoulders here as we start to breathe a little deeper. And again, notice I'm not trying to hit any certain mark. I'm just kind of allowing a little bit of time and space for the backs of the legs to open up. I'm going to roll up through the spine again, feeling a strong, super strong connection to my feet. So bending the knees, tucking the chin, slowly stacking up through the spine, pressing into all four corners of the feet, and finding that awesome lift in the chest and the heart. That's video will change your day and play. All right, so now we're going to head into pyramid posture. So go ahead and take the right foot forward, the left foot back. We're going to start nice and slowly. It may even seem like too slow, but I want you to go along this journey with me. Front toes are going to point forward. Back toes are going to point towards the front left corner of your mat or a little bit wider. Now, traditionally, we come heel to heel alignment. tissues, so that in time we can square the hips without pinching the lower back. So maybe taking the hands to the waistline or one hand to the front, one hand to the back. Find, reconnect to that lift up through the front body and that grounding through the back body. So this is anatomical and energetic here. We lengthen the tailbone down, we draw the navel inward and upward, we connect the upper abdominals, hug those lower ribs in, but also you can just think, I think that a really nice way of treating it is just finding this lift up through the front and there's a grounding in the back, and that boundaries. And the body kind of starts to explore that naturally rather than having to go at it in a very rigid way or how-to way. So find and connect, play there. And again, we are in two parallel lines here. And then back to the feet, connecting through the feet, drawing energy up through the legs, really pressing into the back foot here. This, for me, this is really important. This is kind of the root of this posture, believe it or not. As we draw energy up, we want to be careful, especially in the front knee, to not lock out, but find a soft micro bend. All right, now for this one, we're going to reach behind, interlace the fingertips and open the chest. Just take a second to find that length in the side body that you had before, stretching it out. And then it's so simple, right? We have a lot going on here, so let's reconnect to the breath. Focus, concentrate. If the shoulders are tight, you can square the wrists off here instead of bringing the palms together. All right, big inhales, you press into the feet and lift your heart. Exhale, from the center of your spine. Tailbone goes straight towards the back edge of your mat. We hug the lower ribs in, and the crown of the head reaches forward. So nice flat back here. Again, if this is too much for these shoulders, you can square the wrists here, or you can bring the hands back to the waistline. Shoulder blades draw together. We hug those lower ribs in here. We're going to be here for a couple breaths. Drawing energy up from the arches. There's a lot going on here in pyramid posture, so breathe deep. Try to stay focused. Once you feel like you know what you're working on, take your faces straight down and imagine your tailbone reaching towards the back edge, crown of the head reaching towards the front. Take one more breath here in a nice flat back position. And then soft bend in that front leg as you power through the feet and rise up strong. Fabulous. Release the arm and take a rest. Awesome work. Can we do the same thing on the other side, just flat back position. So step the left foot forward, right toes back. Find the placement of a little bit wider than heel to heel. So again, traditionally it's heel in line with the heel for pyramid. And the stance is much smaller than your triangle or your warriors, right? So really starting at the feet and awareness all the way up. Lifting up through the chest, grounding through the back. This side is going to be different, so what are the sensations here? Just be present. And power through that back heel, soft bend in the knees here as you swim the fingertips around. Almost a thumb on top this time. Draw the knuckles down and away. Go through our checklist. And connect to your breath. Inhale in, find that lift up through the front body. Exhale slowly from the hips, from the hip creases. We begin to send the hips back. Tailbone reaches towards the back edge. Hug the lower ribs in. And we come to a nice flat back position here. Again, if this is too much in the shoulders, you can bring your hands to the waistline. Or can you create a nice long line from the crown to the tail? Couple breaths here, breathing deep, finding that opposition, the crown of the head reaching one way, tail reaching the other, grounding through the feet as you draw energy up through the inner thighs. Take one more deep breath in here, you got this. And then exhale, soft bend in the knees as you power through that back foot, power through the front foot, and lift your heart all the way back up. Great, release the arms. Ooh, amazing. This is going to be great. It's going to feel great for the wrist too. And we'll switch. Okay, second round. Front toes facing forward, back toes facing the top left corner. Find together behind the back, Anjali Mudra, or you can grab the elbows. So that's an option. Again, you can also interlace or keep the hands on the waistline. So here we go. Inhale, lifting up. Moving through that flat back position, let's explore. From the hip creases, sending the tailbone back, heart forward. Take it nice and slow. See if you can stay connected to your feet here. When you come to the flat back position, pause for one breath cycle. Inhale in deeply and exhale completely. This time, continuing to round through. Fingertips can come to the earth or to a block. And we pull up through the right hip crease and we ground down through that back heel. Now, if you want to experiment here, walking your toes in to feel that heel alignment, you can. Otherwise, just keep it nice and wide. Your body will tell you. Working to square the hips forward or allowing for the hips to be where they are, just nice and slow. So really looking at the backs of the legs, stretching through the hips, the hammies, of course. There's a variation here too. Hold your arms Anjali Mudra behind the back, or you can take the hands gently to the backs of the Achilles here, the calf. Take one more breath wherever you are. Make sure you're not holding the neck, any tension in the shoulders. And slowly we'll bring the hands to the waistline or interlace behind. And rooting to the thighs here, nice and strong, coming through your flat back. And all the way up. Super strong. Inhale in. And exhale, release. And let's do the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back. So we get the opportunity to kind of break things down like this. You really go, holy moly, yes, there's so much there for me to explore. And that's what makes yogasana so exciting for me. Not like mastering all these poses, but getting to find more and more and more in each posture, creating that full body experience. All right, hopefully you're activating down through the feet, lifting up through the front. Hopefully you're creating an experience and staying present in that experience here. When you're ready, we'll take it forward. Inhale and exhale. Peeling back with that left hip crease. Hug the lower ribs in. Take your time. Be patient. Stay focused. This is a pose and reverse triangle that really knocked me off my game fast. So stay present. One big breath in and out here at flat back position. And then when you're ready, we release. Hands can come to the earth or block. This posture, like all hamstring stretches, really takes time and lots of conscious, full breath. So great for the feet if you have flat feet or if you have tight feet. These are wonderful postures for you. Always pyramid back posture. Energy up from the arches, rooting down through all four corners. Take one more deep breath in. And we'll root to rise here. Maybe taking the hands behind, finding that length in the spine. Coming through your flat